This freeze by installments. When is the last person will be brought on board? Yes, councils, this is the ruling on bail board application and the application for a variance of requisite documents. The first, second, and 17th accused persons made an application for their release on bail board. The same is based on Article 49H of the Constitution, which states entirely, and I quote, an arrested person has the right to be released on bail or board on reasonable conditions unless there are compelling reasons not to be released. The ODPP have not objected either to the application nor given any aggravating factors for imposing harsh bail or board terms. As rightly pointed out, the main consideration is whether an accused person will appear in court or is a flight risk. In regard to the first accused person, he was required to and did deposit his passport with the EACC. He has a fixed place of abode and he is said to have been a prominent public figure, having held, among other positions, the position of a cabinet secretary as his last position in the year 2021-2022. The accused urged the court in imposing the board terms not to be swayed by the amount in question, as there is no indication that he did personally benefit from the amounts in question. His income is currently said to be from his personal dues. The second accused person was said to be in the same circumstances as the first accused person in material aspects. In regard to the 17th accused person, he is said to be an elderly person aged 82 years and in poor health conditions, including audio charges, hence the use of a hearing device. The accused person asked the court to remember his presumption of innocence. The accused persons urged the court not to adopt bail terms that may prolong processing, urging that the court should consider the day of the week. This the court took to be today being the last working day of the week, and that the next working day will fall on 27th of December this year. They were overly concerned that a call for a pre-bail report would lengthen such process and prolong their stay in custody. The court is alive to the fact that the provisions as to bail board is not meant to keep an accused person in custody until the light bail or board terms are determined in a lengthy process or his innocence is proved, but is meant to keep an accused person out of custody until the process finds him either guilty or otherwise. The accused persons raised a lot of emphasis on cash bail, and having taken everything into consideration, it is the finding of the court that none of the accused persons is a flight risk and that there are no aggravating factors to call for harsh bail or board terms, irrespective of the amounts in question. Each of the first and second accused persons is admitted to a board of 5 million with surety of like amount or a cash bail of 1 million. The 17th accused person, especially on account of age and health, is admitted to a board of 3 million surety of like amount or a cash bail of 800,000. Each of the second and 17th accused persons will be required to deposit their passports with the EACC. And finally, there was an application to have the defense supplied with the recommendations of the EACC to the ODPP and the consent of the ODPP to EACC permitting alignment of the accused persons in court. That is, the concurrence between the ODPP and the EACC in regard to the present charges. The documents referred to by the defense are of paramount importance, as among others, they provide the basis of any recommendations to charge by laying a proper ground. They provide a gauge or a guide or a roadmap upon which the evidence is subsequently tendered and guard against any make-up evidence. However, these are not disposable documents, they are not evidence properly defined, and are only internal as between the ODPP and the EACC. The ODPP and the EACC cannot be forced to avail them to the defense. That is the ruling of the court on the two issues. Yes, Council. So, Council, we have the mention on 28th of this month for plea for the suspects in custody. The first, second, and 17th accused persons are exempted from attending on the mentioned date, and the accused persons will be supplied with witness statements and any other documentary or any evidence the ODPP wish to rely on. Are there issues remaining in this file? Counsel for the defense?
Perhaps a mention date in January for retrial.
Let me take let me handle the other suspects in custody on 28th, then I'll give further directions. Is that okay with you, Mr. Wasiro? Okay. Any other issue that's remaining?
Forgive my asking, but what is the criminal case number for this matter?
It's your day in court. You can ask anything and everything. It is number EACC E001 of 2023.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thanks and have a good day, Counsel. That's all.
And please,
yes, Mr. Moon.
Allow us to reach
absent.